So, why backpacks? So this is what I represent. It's not charity. I'm not a big fan of charity, but empowering people so they can, fix things themselves. And I don't have a lot of resources. Flower Productions is a social business. I'm not sure if you guys have heard of the term social business. It was created by 2006 Nobel Peace Prize winner Muhammad Yunus, and the idea is to let people who want to do something use techniques in business to address a particular social problem in the world. So I'm a filmmaker, so that's why I'm setting it up as a social business production company. That it's not just about making money or making like million dollar films, but it's about making a difference. And why backpacks? I was trying to explain this to a friend. He's like, why don't you just ask people to donate backpacks and that's it, You don't have to explain. But I'm like, I can't. It's not just about the backpacks. It's about the idea that there are certain problems and ideas are more powerful at solving solutions than doling out money. And so this is what a backpack is about. It's a catalyst, hopefully, that through this, we can introduce these ideas that you guys are probably been studying about and start introducing them to young kids in the Philippines that would probably have no access to this information. And I was talking to a friend of mine, so there's a lot of developments surrounding this backpack, but the idea is we're partnering with an elementary school, one of the elementary schools teachers that you saw in the film. We're partnering with their elementary school to set up some sort of like kiosk, like an information kiosk that can be like a headquarters for our youth brigades that we're going to be giving the workshop and providing the workshop backpacks to. So this December, I'm going on December 10th to the Philippines with whatever money I raise. The target was $600 for the Indiegogo, so I reached that. It finished yesterday, but that's like, what can $600 do? It's not really much, but for what I'm going to use that for, I think will go a long way. It's about people. It's about the young people saying, like what JFK said, I guess, is don't ask what your country can do for you, but ask what you can do. What can I do? What's available? And so if you guys will help this cause, this is long term, this is just the start. I'll go there, bring some footages, and hopefully put together a music video in partnership with other folks that saw this as a potential. So if there's a fund for Backpack2Recovery, we can replicate. I want to replicate this to other schools. Inspire more young people. This is just one school. There's a lot that was hit by Typhoon Haiyan, and not just communities that was hit by Typhoon Haiyan. Poverty in the Philippines is all over the place. So you could replicate this. Create food security, water security, livelihood. The possibilities are limitless. And so with your guys' help, we can make this a little bit better. Just a little bit, we don't have to be big. We focus on making it great, even in a small scale, and then we can scale it up. And that's what the Backpack2Recovery is all about.
Yeah. Thank you so much, James. Does anyone have any questions for James?
Yeah.
So the funds that we're going to try to raise here at USC, what is that going to specifically pay for or provide for?
Backpacks. Our idea is to fill the backpacks with certain things that the kids can use to go out and train other kids. We talk about gardening materials, disaster preparedness kits, and school supplies. These are things that luxury in the provinces in the Philippines. A backpack, it's cheap here, but I grew up there. This is my family. This is my, I see it as like, if only people know how much that would mean to these young kids, and to create that spark would mean a lot. End the cycle of poverty.
And where does those materials come from?
Right now, it's going to be coming from the Philippines. But if there's going to be someone, a company that wants to help out, like a big shipment, I have a friend who can help with the shipping stuff to the Philippines. He's got connections because customs there is weird in the Philippines. But he's like, hey, you know, it can help me out, sure. So if there's like someone that wants to donate like medical supplies, I know some groups like they go out and collect all this extra surplus supplies and they ship it to the Philippines. You know, if we can do that, great. You know, because this is just a catalyst. These materials, the immediate needs, are just a tool to introduce bigger ideas.
Where do we make our donations? I know you mentioned Indiegogo.
Oh,
Is that still up?
That's done.
Yeah.
It finished yesterday, but you guys can send. So I have a PO box. I actually have a card here. So there's an address. So basically, it's like I'm coordinating everything. I'm partnering with 2 NGOs in the Philippines, the elementary school, other groups, hopefully to make this big. You know, I'm working with some of the people from Team Pacquiao, Manny Pacquiao, I guess his fight's coming up. So he introduced the idea. He said he was going to donate 2 paintings for the cause. I said, great. And then he added an idea. He said, I'm going to document it and maybe we can come up with a music video. Because he saw us put together a music video. And he said, this is a great idea. And I'm like, what music though? And then last week he said, oh, I met a friend. He's going to donate this music. It's in Filipino, but it's about like empowering youth. It's called Galing ng Pinoy. And I'm like, great, I finished writing the script, so I'm just waiting, trying to get that thing going. So, you know, just one step at a time, little by little. So if you guys want, I have my cards here.
Yes, leave it there.
Yeah, so I'm directly coordinating everything. And so the social business is still like a new concept. It's not like a 501(c) or C3 or something, but it's like individuals wanting to do something, and yeah, we'll see where this thing goes.
Oh, any other questions?
Oh, I have some materials. If you,
Okay.
how many are you guys are familiar with permaculture?
Yeah. No, I've never.
What is permaculture?
What is
Well, I
it?
explained it a little bit in the video, but it means permanent agriculture or permanent culture, creating self-sustaining systems, working with nature, creating designs, setting up designs that instead of like not factoring in the environment, you factor in the environment, the people, and creating a self-sustaining habitat for humanity. So this is the idea kind of the packets that I'll put into backpacks too. I mean, these are like big concepts, but you know, if you plant the seed and follow up with it, you'll be surprised. When I gave the workshop back in 2014, I was introducing permaculture to our organizers and the participants, and they were like, yeah, we get that. We get using soils, using manure. We get the intercropping with legumes and crops, but because of industrial Western monoculture, it's like this pre-colonial culture has totally been like eliminated and made like the land so unfertile. And when I'm like speaking to them about permaculture, they're like, we get that, but they may not call it permaculture, but they understand because Filipinos are very close to nature. Like a lot of our myths, I'm working on a screenplay about Filipino myths. A lot of our myths like are related to nature, like the Encanto. It's a spirit that lives in trees, like the Lorax. You know, so yeah, so it's really about going back to nature, going back to pre-colonial and to the people actually, you know, going back to nature instead of thinking that we're beyond nature, that we're outside. But I can leave this here because there's like wonderful illustrations of certain concepts, like, you know, the forest, patterns. If you go to the Philippines, you guys should, like, if you get a chance, visit, because or indigenous cultures, really, they have a way of navigating through the system of seeing patterns in nature. You know, how can they tell that certain things are coming? You know, how can they navigate the seas without compasses? They have a keen sense of the environment, better than me. I grew up in the city, but there's something we can learn, you know, from everyone. So yeah, so this is just reference material that you can use, you know, aquaponics, just creating systems, and what permaculture really is, it's putting together a lot of the advancements that people have done in different industries and putting it all together. USC can do a lot. I get you guys do a lot and making this happen, right?
Yeah.
Cool.
Well, James is available after the meeting, so if you guys have any more questions for him, he'll be.
Or you have great ideas.
Yeah, great ideas as
You
well.
know?
Yeah. Great. Well, thank you so much, James. Give it up.
Thank you.
What an awesome concept about meeting our client where the client is, right? You know, we learned that today.